Okay, Vtol, not AMS2, quick mission. Talk you through what I'm doing. First of all, main battery on, APU on, which is the auxiliary power unit, which you can hear in the background. Now we're just going to fire up a couple of engines one at a time. While I'm doing that, turn all my comm screen on. Get comms on here. I'll have my map on here. Okay, and I will have my camera on there. That's one engine started, as you can see on here. Next engine should fire up here. Have the heads-up display on. Don't need that, but we'll have it on anyway.
Alright, pilot, listen up. Right now, 90 clicks south from here, an oil rig's alarm is sounding off. A condensate ejection pump has failed, dooming the rig to blow within the hour. Do not waste time. A private security team is stranded and needs an evac immediately. Godspeed, pilot.
Okay, so we're just going to move forwards to the takeoff strip. And we are going to go with traffic controller, international, and we want a vertical takeoff.
Alpha 1-1, tower, cleared for vertical takeoff.
We're going to clear of the hangar. There's a plane coming in. So we're just going to go straight up on here. Can't be hanging around for that guy. Just rotate ourselves a bit. Clear the hangar. Okay, so trees come up. Let's just start altitude and hover mode.
Autopilot disengaged.
Can let go of that a second. Zoom out on the map. It's coming in for his landing. Perfect. Okay, we're setting off and we're going up the bay. So we're going to get some forward momentum by tipping the aircraft forward, a bit like a helicopter. And the heads up, we'll see our airspeed increasing. Get this up full. Let's turn hover mode off. It'll get a bit wobbly here. So we're up to 60 knots. I'm going to start rotating the nozzles on the end of the wings into the horizontal position. Tails come in.
Maintain a heading of 130. Do not waste time gaining altitude. You have clearance to fly as low as you deem necessary over Juno's airspace to get these boys back.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Landing gear up. So we're going up that bay there, as indicated on this line here with the GPS. The afterburners on to get there quickly as possible. Switch this sensor on to daylight. Just drop my visor so my heads-up display is displayed wherever I look. Stick the lights on. Okay, we've got a straight line now straight up this valley. What I'll do is I'll just put autopilot on. Hold this altitude. Look around here. For those who've not seen this before. Everything's controlled with your hands rather than having the flight sticks, but it all works perfectly. Well, it just works perfectly. Landing gear, flaps, arrestor hook if you're doing carrier landings, launch bar again, carrier takeoffs. This is your chaff and flares, fuel port if you want to do mid-air refueling. What have we got here? Ignore all that, because I can't remember what it is. Flight assists, got everything on at the moment. Turn it off, it gets a lot harder. On the other side, we've done the engine stuff. Brake locks, doors for the back. This is for the radio comms. Fuel dump, master arm for turning your weapons on and jettisoning fuel, weapons, spent payloads, this, that and the other. This is all navigation stuff. These you can have in any order. If we just come out of this, obviously you've got all of these different options for what you're going to have on your screens, and from there you go into more menus. So we go back to home and we'll put navigation back on. That's what we're using. This is interesting. You see the Gatling gun down there? There's a camera pod attached underneath. What we can actually do when we put our visor down, we can actually project that onto our visor for you to see that better. If I put that in night vision, but it gives us the ability to look through our aircraft. Great for the vertical takeoff stuff, because you can see exactly what's underneath the aircraft rather than looking through these little windows. And you've also got the ability to zoom in. Hang on, there we go. So if we get up there, we can actually just see the old rig we're heading to. So we'll turn that off for the moment. And we'll just put this on waypoint, so the camera will point where we're going. Okay, so we're going to take it off auto navigation, leave altitude on. We're going to be hitting the brakes in a minute. We've got 13 nautical miles until the oil platform that we've got to land at and rescue these guys off. So we'll put our brake lock on.
We don't have a lot of time left. Rely on your training. Your target personnel has formed up beside the helipad awaiting your arrival. Lives are on the line, pilot. Let's all make it home.
Okay, I'm going to swivel the nozzles up. So there's no forward thrust. So our speed's going to drop off now. And roll we're down to 380. We have got air brakes that we can deploy, but we'll get a bit closer. And we're going to turn ourselves back into a helicopter and try and land on here. So we'll get our heads-up display back on. This is actually a user-created map. There's thousands of them. This isn't in the game. You just download it from the workshop within the game. This altitude. So now we've got full control. Forward speed is still good, 160 knots. Just push our nozzles forward. We'll come, need to come in a bit quicker than this. So you can have stuff like this from just simple scenarios to full campaigns.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Lower the brakes.
Landing gear.
Oops, tower's gone.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
We're in hover mode.
Landing gear.
Landing gear is down. Now I need to drop on there, and this is where the camera comes in handy, because I can actually literally look through my cockpit displays. Okay, what I need to do is stick altitude mode on, gives me a bit more control on these. So landing pad is a bit of a jaunty angle. Not a problem. Gets the clock in. Now you'll see the telltale that's whizzing up and down there. I want to put that literally where I want the aircraft to land. Try and hold it there. A bit high, a bit to the right. Okay. That's good. Just keep it at that. Don't squash anybody on the way down. Don't fall off this landing pad. There's a little bit of offset because the camera's about 4 foot below me, so the view will get a little bit weird. As I'm looking through, they won't quite match up. That's the height distance. I don't want to go too late on it. I think we are there. Okay, brakes are on. Open the doors. Doors are open. Get rid of this camera. Oh, this thing goes boom anymore. Everybody on? Everybody's on. Doors closed. Backwards and off it. Forwards. The landing lights on here as well. No one knows on. Okay. Got to drop these guys off back there. 54 nautical miles. Just go up with some fuel. The music's getting very dramatic. We go round and we're starting to spin the tilt the jets
Autopilot disengaged.
forwards. Again, I'm watching that telltale. I don't want to go crashing into the sea. Doing that, just drop them off.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
We've got too many things here. Okay, speed's good. Burners are on.
Altitude.
On the waypoint. Go back onto navigation. Hands free. There we go.
Altitude.
Okay, other stuff on here. Cameras, S-cam. There's a lot of modes on here. Now see me. I've got a camera in front of me, a little GoPro that I can hold on to. And actually place it wherever I want. Let go of it and it will stay there. We'll just scroll through these while we're heading back. Here's. Again, that here's. Camera position way back there. This is rotating through some now. Again, hello. We'll go back to my viewpoint. And I can literally set field of view that I want to use. Hold on this, get that comms. There's a lot of kind of stuff you can do for making videos of you into editing and all the rest of it. You can't really fault this. It's flight sims going VR. It's made from the ground up in VR. Even this works. If I pulled it, I'm going upwards. So yeah, if you have VR and any slight interest in flight sims, you need Vtol VR. I think it's about £20 on the Steam store. A few different aircraft, millions of missions. Multiplayer, you can go 2 players in the same helicopter, can play online in missions. Got it all covered. It's really good. Can I turn this music down? No. Yes, get up. overly dramatic. As I said, this is the user created mission, so all this towns and road systems, somebody's put them in on the map builder, which is part of the game as well. So we're 24 nautical miles out. Objectives. Drop the soldiers off at the nearby hospital. Step 3. We're coming out using half the tank of fuel. Which is fine, it's a bit quickly as possible. We are doing it as quickly as possible. I've been trying to do an AMS2 video on racecraft today after 5 failed attempts. I'm nearly just going out and hunting down any AI that I may find on the streets. I gave up. Things just weren't going well. I'll try that at another day. So we resorted to a bit of chill. Let's get the afterburners off here. It's getting a bit loud in here. If I left the doors open, that's why it's loud. In the back, it's getting a bit chilly. That's better. Okay, 11 nautical miles out. Hospital. So we'll be landing on the roof of the hospital. So I will need our little head display again. 9 nautical miles out. Let's start by get rid of that. Leave altitude on. Let's swivel these nozzles up. Hit the brakes. 7 miles out. And now we're in hover mode. There's a runway down there. We'll land on that after we're finished. Unless it's still bugged. In which case we'll be landing on it and it won't finish. But
Landing gear. Landing gear.
let's get that down. I mean, the controls are that good, you don't even think about, oh, is my hand in the right place? It just is. It's just right. Put the brakes back on. Speed's at 154. Where's the hospital gone? I am not sure.
Autopilot disengaged.
4 miles, okay. Let's get a bit of speed on. The combat missions get very intense, shall we say. The amount of weapons that are on these aircraft is unbelievable, especially when you can go into multiplayer as well and you're against human opponents. It can be something else. I keep losing this hospital. I know it's out there somewhere. Oh, there he is. Leave it on the edge of the afterburner. We're doing 100 knots. I've got a big building in my way. Okay, increase our collective as it would be in a helicopter, but our thrust on our jets. Drop the nose, which will increase our speed, make things a little bit unstable. We are getting a little bit of lift off the wings, not bothering with any flaps. 1.5 nautical miles. 1.3. It's down there. The air brakes out. It'll do a lot at this speed, but Okay, speed's down to 50 knots. Big mountains he's stuck in over there. Where is this hospital? Is that the hospital? Yes. Again, we're going to be using that telltale. Just wandering off to the right. Our brakes are, locks are on. Okay, put the telltale on the area we want to land at. And we'll just follow it in. 22 knots forward. Speed that up a little bit. Again, we don't want to get this wrong. I'm not coming at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Can get a bit squirrely when if you over maneuver things, so we don't want to do that. We don't want to drop off a bit too soon either. So I think we are. We're looking good. We're looking good. Small corrections. I think we're over. Whoa. That'll do me. Okay, kill that, open this up. These guys get out. Off we go. Okay, land at base. Show me the waypoint. Show me the. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. All my guys out. And so. Overhead display.
Good work, pilot. We were pretty worried there. Escort the troops to St. Christopher's Hospital in Juneau's commercial district. There, a team of doctors will be waiting to assist the soldiers.
Already done it. We're already out. I hope. Let's go land this thing. We'll land it as a conventional aircraft, I think. Get a bit of speed
Landing
up.
gear. Landing gear.
The flaps to 1. Let's just get a bit of a run up at it. Okay, let's home comms, air traffic control, international, landing.
Alpha 1-1, tower, clear to land at runway 14.
Hitting the brakes. Okay, that's where they want us. I've gone way over the top there. Be a steep descent in over the city. So again, we're going to use the telltale, put that on the end of the runway and glide it in. Just need to bump a bit of altitude. Speed's okay, but it will pick up speed as we descend. Let's line it up with the runway, make sure everything's right. Might need them down. Find a bit more air brake as we come in. Just get that speed down. Bit of throttle. Put that telltale on the end of the runway. Glide it in. Throttle, air brakes on. I need to get the nose up before we hit, so I'm going to bounce it. So nose is above the horizon. Pulling up, pulling up, pulling up. Bit of a heavy one, but we're down. And that is mission complete. All I've got to do is put it in the hangar. Any old hangar will do.
Welcome back. Follow the taxi path to your parking area.
Okay, so it wants me to park over there. Take the shortcut. Tom Cruise taking off from the taxi. There we go. So again, all this is being done on here. Let me turn them strobes off because they're annoying when you're on the floor. And it's the end hanger. It would be. So again, everything's been controlled by the hand controllers here. You can use the sticks if I want, but it's easier just to use your hands. Okay, not this hanger. Next hanger. There's a big plane that the other guy whacked or whatever that was landing before. Some airfield defences here as well. I think he's going to evolve this mission into something a bit more than just rescue, which would be good. I do like the map, quite big. And in we go. So we'll just park it up here, slam the brakes on.
Ground crew standing by.
And we're done. So all we've got to do is turn everything off. So we'll get rid of that. Get rid of. Sorry, I'm twisting it the wrong way. That. Put that back to that. There's no canopy on this. We go out the doors at the back. Turn the engines off. And the other engine off. And turn this off. That should be it. But there's a bit of a glitch with this mission where it doesn't end. Normally I get a clipboard. But we don't. So what we'll do is we'll bounce ourselves off that roof. Everybody wants them to see this bit. Bye. Adios.